All right, today we got some goodies in the mail from MESO Customs. This is the map light, and this is the dome light. And I'm gonna be installing both of them for you on camera. It is about 1,000 degrees out here in Florida, so bear with me as I get some decent footage for you. All right, the first thing we're gonna do is pry out this rear light, and you're gonna need a pry tool. And what I'm doing here is just gonna work around. There's 4 clips. There we go. There's 1, 2, and away she comes. Then you're going to need to depress a lever to get that connector out. All right, it's ready for install with the new light. Pop this boy in there. It should be super easy. Boom, look at that, already working. Color change, on, off. It's on because the truck door is open. All right, we got it. You can see I had some significant issue getting the clips to pop back in because this rear headliner right here has a whole bunch of give to it. So you just got to make sure that you're lined up on a little bit of plastic that's sticking out and give it a nice hard push, and it's in. Now we will move on to installing the new map lights, which this is a little bit more complicated. All you have to do is grab the front and pull down, and she's loose. Boom. Now pry the harness out. Oh, it's hot up there. And she's clear. Okay, so we're back inside now. What I'm doing here is working around these pry clips. And the way these work is they have one piece sticking this way and then a tab coming this way. So you've actually got to separate those 2 pieces so you can get them loose. I'm not going to do this all on camera because it's way too frustrating. I tried to record it. But I'm just going to be very careful and remove all the tabs. There's also these tabs. Those come out easily. You just need to spread them with the screwdriver. Hopefully, if you're watching this video, you have some DIY experience. Okay, now I've got that outer bezel off and I didn't break any of these tabs. Now that I have it off, you can kind of see it. That's what the holes look like, and there's a little pin sticking into it. So you've got to carefully use your pry tool or screwdriver to separate those. Okay, on to the next part, which is going to be getting these lights out and then drilling holes. Next part is this bezel. You just stick your screwdriver in the side and just gently work it off so it's over. And then once you get that out, you'll notice that the buttons are... Actually, my buttons are sticking... Oh, this one can come right off. The roof button can come right off. So just keep... maybe you want to record or take a picture of your button layout at this point so you do not forget it, because you will have to take this part apart. Okay, so the lenses just come right off. You stick a screwdriver in there, or in my case, I could just pull them right off. Once you've got that part done, we're gonna use a T20 Torx to remove this panel. Okay, so yeah, your buttons are definitely gonna come out during this part, so make sure you take pictures so you know how to snap them back on. All right, this is the scary part. We're gonna drill some holes. So you can see where those LED emitters are. They need to be on either side of those holes. All right, so I have my hole drilled on this side, and I'm going to drill a hole on this side as well. I've already started it. So I have my holes drilled on both sides of that console next to the PCB where the LEDs are. The next part is where those LED emitters come from. There needs to be a hole in those enclosures as well. This is going to be for running the wires, and it's going to come all the way through there. He's got a nifty little setup to connect the wires to the harness that will pop back into the truck. So we're almost there. All right, I'm going to attempt to catch this sketchiness on video. Got the homeowner special Ryobi doing the work right here next to the existing LED holes. There we go. One side done. Holes in both sides. Not exactly perfect, but I think it's gonna work. All right, moving on to the next part. All right, so once you've got the correct size hole drilled, I actually drilled starter hole and tried to make it wider with the bit. That's why it's not perfectly round there, and just had to get a bigger size. So once your size is big enough, and that's how you know this will actually go through, then you're off to the races. So now we're going to be installing our lights. Just taking it and fishing its way through, which is really hard to do on camera. I'm going to do the rest of the assembly here for the lights, and then I'll get to the last steps. All right, now I have my console back together with my new lights in place. The last part is this wiring harness, and you're just going to take this and plug it directly into the unit where the old harness came out. So right here, now I've connected the lights to each side of that harness, and I think it's time to go back to the truck and install this. This is definitely the best part of the install, but it's super hot in my truck. I do not have the power going. I'm gonna wait until I get this installed before I turn the power on to the truck because I got error codes. All right. Okay. We have clicky lights in multiple colors. So much brighter. Looks like I've done my job. Now it's just time to put it back in the truck. Slide that up in there. Boom, click. All right, now we can get some air conditioned going. Truck is back on. Codes are off. Lights 1,000,000 times better. Thank you to MESO Customs. We now have a 2025 Tundra with adequate interior lighting. I have it on, it's in the daytime, and I can't wait to see it at night, but it sure makes for good filming inside the truck now with super bright light. That was it. I hope you enjoyed my install video, and good luck to all of you who try it. And just in case you're wondering, these are the only parts that you'll have to save: the lens covers and the original dome light. Just hang on to those.